I'm not blanketly condemning the media. I'm talking about certain elements and even certain journalists as individuals. And that's why we have the Kenya Media Council regulating you journalists.
Media Council.
Because we have a duty and responsibility to ensure that we are reporting
so ideally
ethical and in the interest of national security. If there's something that violates national security or compromises the nature of national security, it interferes with the well-being of the whole country and it affects all of us.
All right.
And for as long as the country exists, our interests are as important as the interests of...
What would you say to the, because the same directive by the Communications Authority cited the Kenya Information Communications Act of 1998, which has since been replaced by the Kenya Information and Communications Amendment Act of 2013.
Yes.
After.
Yes.
What would you say to that? He quoted 1998.
That might have been an error. I don't understand. But the law that we use right now is Amendment Act of 2013.
After the new constitution.
Yes, yeah.
Dr. Mbae.
Thank you, Fred. I would say this. My colleagues are using a lot of English to confuse viewers, you know, quoting things and hiding under a lot of English. So I want to put it very clearly just for the purpose for understanding the whole story. One is that at some point, the government feared the fact that people are following live proceedings, and they called for the stoppage of live coverage. The first issue comes in there. Number one, there are many other channels of getting live proceedings across the country. We don't live in 1990, where there was only some very limited channels of getting information, number one. So even if you switch off, you don't achieve what you wanted to achieve. There are many other ways. There were so many digital bloggers and digital views that you can be able to access. So first of all, it was not very wise. It was not very smart. But number two, let me ask, and I'll keep on asking this. The moment, Fred, you see government resorting to shutting down media, that is the end of that regime. It has happened before, and we know it. The moment government begins fearing its own people and their activities, that is the beginning of the end. Because there is no reason why you should fear that people are going out to do some protest or demonstrate, and it's an anniversary that was declared a year ago. But most importantly, Fred, where I have a big problem with, it is very sad for government to wage a war against the media because they will never win. They will never win. They will never win. And I want to be very clear here, please. And here we are talking purely from a leadership and governance perspective. Purely, where politics and government meet up. I want to say this very categorically. Let it go on record. Please don't blame the media for simply covering. Media don't create stories. Media don't go and create something, then they say, please, they call each other through your channel. There's something we have done. Can we all go there to cover? Media covers what is there. It is a media. No. Wait a minute.
Give an opportunity.
The moment you see in the government trying to fight media, the church, you know, all those institutions, that is a government with enough problems on its own. And I'll tell you this. No. We must be very clear. No. Please. Mama, I give you some time. I give you some time. Hold on a minute. No. Wait.
And during
another Pharisee. Please.
Now that you want to respond,
here, we talk one by one here. We talk one person.
Now that you want to respond to his point, let him say it, then you respond to it.
Another serious issue. No.
You know, Dr. Mbae,
Fwamba wants me to get lost my thought.
Dr. Mbae.
Because during Kibaki's time, and Dr. Mbae was supporting President Kibaki at that time.
We've lost what you've just said.
There was no law.
Mbae, you attempted to respond to what you were saying. So let's allow him to say it, then you'll respond.
Yes, I was saying, Dr. Mbae is saying all these things for political expediency. Because during the reign of President Kibaki, there were these mercenaries called Sagasian and Margarian. They were brought in the dark of the night and they raided one of the media stations at night. The following day, the interior minister says, if you rattle a snake, expect it to be beaten. But now we are using the constitution and the laws that are established to run our affairs. And that's why the structured nature of doing this work was communicated through the Communications Authority. It was not an Atur Margarian. Why didn't Dr. Mbae ever mention anything like that? And it was totally against the law at that time.
Okay.
And again, about the media, mainstream media has a greater responsibility than those people who have no media ethics. People who are not trained. You people are trained. You are professionals. You've gone to university. You have the skills to run the media houses. So that's why it's expected that you run professionally. And whatever you say is believable and believed. Because on the internet, there can be fake news, there can be anything else. But a media station that is well registered and recognized in the country is relied upon by citizens to give proper information. Okay. So anytime there's propaganda that emanates from such a media house, the responsibility is greater than a blogger sitting somewhere and writing whatever.
Propaganda is a different...
Number one, what I see the problem, Fwamba wants to completely talk when I'm talking to confuse me, so that I lose my train of thought.
I'm quiet now. Let me listen.
Two. I don't know why Fwamba is taking us to Michoki's time. Come on. This is the...
But you supported at that time.
We are talking
you supported
about,
at that time.
We are talking about the government of Kenya, the year of the Lord, 2025. Not about Michoki's time, Moi's time. I mean, Fwamba he was to be the advisor in that government. That he still has those hangovers of how he used to lead.
But Mbae was the wait a minute. Never condemned that, which was totally illegal.
Fred, are we talking about which government? Are we here discussing Kibaki's government leading? We are here.
No, you are setting double standards for the government.
I mean, we can't go this way. Fred, we can't go this way. No, Fred,
finish so that again.
No, Fred, please let me give me my that seconds.
Yes.
Let me give me my that seconds. I'm just trying to say this. I don't know why people you talked for a long time. I'm just saying.
Dr. Mbae, 30 seconds are running.
Yeah, we're just communicating what people can understand. You are trying to confuse us with English. We are trying to say this. That's why we vote every year. We have a government that should be progressive. If at all that government was not progressive, that's why we are moving on. Number two, please don't blame the media. Let me tell you something. Even if you say there's a difference between main media and other media, life is life. Life is life.
Now Dr. Mbae, and is it regime change?
Let's give one more.
The media.
Friends.
No. I think next time.
Now you have a getting to the point you are saying we are going to elections in 2027, but then they are trying to put.
They want live media when they are being covered, when they are doing shah. When they are doing shah, they want live media. Then you come and switch live media. Why?
It's your time.
Now, Fred, I wish to give my intervention this way, that we cannot forget the fact of the history of media in this country. When you talked about what happened during Kibaki's administration, when foreigners called Sargassian and